Howdy YouTubers, how are you doing today? It is September 7th, but it is October 7th, 2019, and these are your morning announcements. I just want to do a quick video. I want to talk to you guys about, I'm going to give you a little story time. So if you want to put this in fast forward, go right ahead so that it's not too long for you. All right, so at the previous job that I worked at for 20 years, when I was young and I just got into upper management, I had a boss who I idolized. I mean, she was everything that I wanted to be and then some. And she was my mentor, and she was my mentor all the way along. She promoted me to assistant manager, she promoted me to management, and she promoted me into upper management. And I adored her and thought the world of her. And I wanted her to think the world of me too, you know. So a situation came up early on when I was first promoted that there was a project available that nobody wanted. It was a long, tedious, time-consuming project, and we all had our regular duties that we had to do. This was a side project. This was something that they wanted us to take on, somebody to take on, and nobody wanted it. It was offered to several people. They all turned it down. Nobody wanted this project. And I thought, ooh, here's my opportunity to get in good with my boss and to make everybody like me, because I'll be taking on something that nobody else wants to do. So I did it, and I worked really hard on it. I had a month to get this project done, and I worked on it every night after work for 4 or 5 hours per night. Just worked, got it done 2 weeks early. I went over to my boss's office. I plopped it down on her desk with a big smile on my face, and I was expecting all kinds of praise and glory, and all I got was, "Oh, thanks, Rach." And she went back to what she was doing. And I was like, wow, that's not the reaction I was expecting. I was expecting like praise, glory, heartfelt thanks. No, none of that. Just, no, thanks, Rach. So I was really bummed out about that. And then I thought, well, I'll tell my coworkers about it. So I went and I started telling my coworkers about how I got the project done, and they were all like, good for you. That wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting them to be like, oh, thank you so much for taking this on. Oh my gosh, we were all dreading it, and you did it. Good for you. That's what I was expecting. None of that. None of that. And I was upset. I was hurt. I worked really, really hard on that project. And I thought, hey, I'm giving you guys a gift here. I'm taking this on when none of you wanted to do it, or none of you could do it. And I got nothing, and I was hurt. So I went home and I talked to my mom about it. I called her up and I'm like, Mom, you know, I worked on this project really hard for 2 weeks. I turned it in. I was expecting to get, you know, praise and glory from it, and I got nothing. And she's like, Rach, you said that you did this as a gift. I'm like, yeah, I did. I took this on when nobody else would take it on. She's like, Rach, if you have expectations from something that you give to somebody, that's not a gift. And I sat on that and I thought about that. And I thought, wow, she's right. She's right. Gifts are freely given with no expectations. If you expect something from it, it's a tit for tat. That's not a gift. Well, it turns out 2 weeks later, my boss calls me into her office and she's like, hey, Rach, you know what? I finally had an opportunity to look over the project. You did a great job. We're going to turn it into the state. Thank you so much. You saved us all so much time, and you know, nobody wanted to do this, and you took it on, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that that we decided to promote you. And I was like, man, if I would have just waited, if I would have just been patient, I would have gotten everything that I was hoping for out of this gift that I gave. So the takeaway that I want you guys to have from this today is, if you give a gift and expect something from that gift, it's not a gift. And karma will have its way with you. Because God has built karma into this universe for a reason, and it's to teach you lessons. Gifts should be freely given without any expectation, and that's very important. It's very important for your own well-being. Don't give a gift if you can't give it without any expectations. But also, on the flip side, if you are somebody who's receiving a gift, a heartfelt gift, please recognize it for what it is. Even if you don't like it, even if you've got a lot on your plate, take a few minutes to express your gratitude to somebody, or don't accept the gift at all. If you can't receive a gift with a heart of gratitude, you should not take the gift. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I hope that we all can love each other and be humble and kind today. Take care. Bye-bye.